In the bustling city of Lagos, Nigeria, there lived a talented cook named Madam Favour. She was the owner of the most popular restaurant in the heart of Ikeja, known as Favour Tasty Kitchen. Her restaurant was always packed with customers. People from all over the city flocked to her restaurant to taste her food. It wasn't just the aroma of her dishes that drew them. It was the sweet and unforgettable taste. She is a gift from heaven, people will say after licking their plate clean. But behind the praise, Madam Favour had a secret ingredient that no one knew about. Madam Favour used white Maggi and other artificial spices excessively to make her food irresistibly sweet. She had discovered this trick years ago and it had transformed her business, but deep down, she knew that these spices weren't healthy. But the compliment and the money rolling in blinded her to the harm she was causing. One sunny afternoon, Madam Favour was busy in her kitchen sprinkling her magic powder into a pot of soup when her assistant Ify hesitated. Madam Favour, Ify said cautiously, "Don't you think these spices are too much? I heard they are not good for the body." Madam Favour waved her off. Ify, don't spoil my mood with those rumors. It is just seasoning. Everyone uses it. Besides, it is affordable and make the food taste great. Do you see all these customers outside? They came for sweet food. Just do your job. Weeks turned into months, and Madam Favour fame grew. But something strange began to happen. Some regular customers started falling ill, complaining of stomach pain and strange allergies. The whispers began. "It must be Madam Favour food," one customer murmured. "No, it can't be," another argued. "Her food is too sweet to be harmful." But they were unsure where their problem were coming from. One day, her secret was exposed. One of her richest customers fell ill and was taken to the hospital. The doctor diagnosed the presence of harmful chemicals in his system and began to question him. "Chief Owo," the doctor asked, "where do you always eat?" "Doctor, any problem?" Chief Owo asked. "Yes, I discovered some chemical intake from food known as monosodium glutamate, MSG, commonly called white Maggi, which is not safe for the body." Chief Owo shouted, "No wonder! That is why her food tastes so sweet. No, I must save the lives of others. Madam Favour must face her penalty." After 1 week, Chief Owo was discharged from the hospital. The next day, he went to National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control Office, NAFDAC, and reported the case. Without wasting time, they arranged some NAFDAC officials and police inspectors for the investigation. That day, during the lunch rush, NAFDAC officials and police inspectors stormed into Favour Tasty Kitchen. "Who is the owner of this place?" one inspector barked. Madam Favour stepped forward, her heart pounding. "I am." "Madam, we have received complaints about your food. We need to inspect your kitchen." Madam Favour's heart pounded, but she forced a smile. "No problem, officers. My kitchen is open to you." The inspectors went straight into her kitchen and found a snatch of white Maggi and artificial spices. They tested the food on the spot and confirmed it contained harmful level of artificial chemicals. "This is unacceptable," the lead inspector announced. "You have endangered people's lives with this poison." Madam Favour was arrested on the spot. As she was led out of her restaurant in handcuffs, her loyal customers stood in shock. "Madam Favour, how could you? We trusted you." Their words cut through her like a knife. They shut down the restaurant pending further investigation. Days later, after thorough investigation, it was revealed that Madam Favour had unknowingly been using unapproved MSG product imported illegally, not fully aware of its health hazard. She was given 3 months imprisonment. In prison, Madam Favour had a lot of time to think. She remembered Ife's warning and the trust her customers had placed in her. Tears streamed down her face as guilt consumed her. One evening, during a visit from her pastor, she broke down. "Pastor, I didn't mean to harm anyone. I just wanted my food to taste good. What have I done?" she sobbed. The pastor placed a comforting hand on her shoulder. "Madam Favour, it is not too late to make things right. Learn from this and use your story to help others." After serving her 3-month sentence, Madam Favour was released. But the world outside was no longer the same. Her restaurant was gone, and her name was a cautionary tale. She determined to turn her life around. She decided to educate people about the danger of artificial spices. She started small, educating fellow cooks and the public about the danger of using unregulated food seasonings. Partnering with local health officials, she organized workshops and seminars in schools, markets, and churches to share her story and emphasizing the importance of using approved and safe ingredients. She always advised the public that white Maggi may make your food sweet, but it is a slow poison. She would say passionately, "I use it and I regret it. Let's go back to natural ingredients. Our ancestors didn't use these chemicals, yet their food was delicious. They cook with natural spices and they live long." At one such workshop, she addressed a group of local caterers. A woman stood up. "But Madam Favour, natural ingredients are not as sweet as white Maggi. How do we convince our customers?" Madam Favour smiled. "I thought the same way before, but I have learned to mix natural spices in a creative way. Let me teach you." She demonstrated how to use crayfish, onions, and fresh herb to create favorable dishes. Slowly, people began to trust her again. Madam Favour's effort didn't go unnoticed. She became a respected advocate for food safety in Lagos, working closely with NAFDAC and other organizations to ensure that harmful products stay off the shelves. One day, Madam Favour received a mysterious letter. It reads, "Stay out of this business or you will regret it." Fear grips her heart, but she refused to back down. She knew the artificial spices industries were powerful, and her new mission threatened their profits. She shared the letter with the local authorities, who assured her of their support. "I will not stop," she told Ify, who was now her assistant in advocacy. "If I could destroy life before, I will save life now, even if it costs me mine." Madam Favour advocacy grew stronger, and her message began to spread beyond the city of Lagos. She appeared on radio show, sharing her story and encouraging people to braise natural spices. Her voice shook with emotion every time she spoke about her regrets. But the threat became more frequent. Anonymous notes were slipped under her door, warning her to stop running their business. One evening, as she was heading home from a community event, a black car followed her closely. "Excuse me, madam." Madam Favour stopped. "You are making powerful enemies. Be careful." A man with a black suit sitting at the back chair warned her, and immediately the car sped off. Her heart raced, but she maintained her composure. At home, Ify noticed Madam Favour's worried look. "Madam Favour, are you okay? You have been quiet." "I am fine," she replied, though her trembling hands betrayed her. After a moment, she sighed. "Ify, I think someone wants me to stop this work, but I can't give up. Too many people need to hear this message." Ify placed a reassuring hand on her shoulder. "We are with you, Madam Favour. You have saved life already, and we will keep going on, no matter what." One Saturday, Madam Favour was invited to speak at a national health conference in Abuja. It was the biggest platform she had ever been given, and she knew it was an opportunity to make a real impact. She poured her heart out, sharing her journey from being a celebrated cook to an advocate for food safety. "I was once blinded by praise of customers and the money that came in with it, but I ignored the harm I was causing to their health. I thought I was feeding people," she said, her voice breaking, "but I was poisoning them. I regret it every day, but I am grateful for the chance to make amends. Our health is too precious to sacrifice for a little sweetness in our food." Her words moved the audience to tears, and the organizers gave her a standing ovation. After the conference, she was approached by a group of young chefs. "Madam Favour, you have inspired us. We want to learn more about cooking naturally," one of them said. She smiled. "It is not just about cooking naturally. It is about caring for the people you feed. Never forget that." A man who introduced himself as Dr. Uche, a renowned food scientist, also approached her. "Your story is powerful, Madam Favour," he said. "I want to help you. Let's create a guide for using natural spices that you can distribute nationwide." Madam Favour's face lit up. "Thank you, doctor. Together, we can make a difference." Days later, Madam Favour's home was vandalized. Her walls were spray painted with the words, "Stay silent or else." It was a clear message from those who felt threatened by her campaign. But instead of fear, it fueled her determination. At her next gathering, she addressed the crowd boldly. "I will not stop speaking the truth," She declared, "For every threat I receive, I will speak louder. Our children deserve better. We deserve better." Years later, Madam Favour advocacy led to significant changes in Lagos food industries. Many vendors stopped selling unregulated seasoning, and local chefs began embracing natural spices. Madam Favour workshop became so popular that she launched a foundation dedicated to promoting food safety and healthy cooking. She reopened her restaurant, now renamed Favour Natural Tasty Kitchen, and it became thriving again. Customers marvel at how her food remained just as delicious, if not better, without artificial seasonings. One evening, as she sat with her children, her youngest daughter asked, "Mommy, why do you care so much about food safety?" Madam Favour smiled, her eyes reflecting the lessons of her journey. "Because, my dear, food is life. What we eat can either heal us or harm us. I want to leave a legacy of healing." Moral lesson. Madam Favour's story teaches us that true success is not measured by wealth or popularity, but by the life we touch and the legacy we leave behind. The pursuit of success should never come at the cost of other well-being. True fulfillment comes from making choices that benefit not just ourselves, but the people around us. The question here is that, will Madam Favour courage and determination be enough to overcome the powerful forces against her? And are we willing to make sacrifices for the sake of our health and the health of our future generations? What changes are you willing to make today to ensure a healthier tomorrow? Drop your answer in the comment section. And if you're a story lover, don't forget to subscribe, like and share. See you on my next story. Bye.